Welcome back to Season 2 of Sailing Sitka. We are Jay and Kenna, two young Canadians who stepped outside the box of comfort and decided to act on their ambitions of sailing around the world. We first set sail from Victoria, BC, Canada, and have been adventuring around Mexico ever since. In this season, we'll be sailing on, further south and closer towards our dreams of exploring everywhere the sea touches. So sit back, subscribe, and enjoy the ride.
For the last 2 days, Jay and I have been at sea, crossing the Sea of Cortez from Los Muertos on the Baja side of Mexico to La Cruz on the mainland side of Mexico. Accompanying us on this journey is a salty sailor and old friend Warren, who is just down for the ride. The last couple of days, weather has been on and off, but we woke up to the third morning with a whole lot of wind and way too much sail area. This is day 3 at sea. Alright, it's 5:30 in the morning. Some wind came out of nowhere, so Jay's putting in a reef right now on the main. This is the reality of sailing offshore. No matter how much you prepare, you are at the mercy of the elements at all times. Whether it be Mother Nature, Poseidon, the universe, or God, it is all out of your control, so you must adjust your sails or course accordingly. So this sometimes involves going up on deck on your off watch to put a reef in the main so that your boat is more stable in relation to the strength of the wind. This is what Jay found himself needing to do at 5:45 a.m. in the pitch dark and dewy humid morning. It's also raining. Not exactly the easiest lifestyle to have, and sometimes we find ourselves questioning our life choices. But it really is all a part of the journey, and we are always so grateful for the beautiful places Sitka takes us. We may not be exactly all that grateful in this exact moment, but come tomorrow morning, when the hook is set in an anchorage we like to call home, we will be laughing and telling our story about our third time now crossing the Sea of Cortez. We were motoring for about 16 hours maybe? We've been motoring for some time, so this wind coming out of nowhere is a blessing, but it was quite strong, so Jay needed to put a reef in the main.
Like how we go from nowhere to all the way.
Yeah.
Just about to be sunrise and the wind found us, so got one reef in the main and 2 reefs in the Genoa. She's blowing. Still have the spinnaker pole from when we were going downwind. I don't think we'll be needing it now. That's the east over there. Our destination's right ahead, so we're pointing. She's blowing. I might have to put another reef in. Fred is steering. He's on gear 2 right now, so you can basically up the gears as the wind increases or condition increases. So right now it's in 2nd gear. Still no land in sight, but We should get there late tonight, this evening. So yeah, there's some islands up on our port side, so it's not too sketchy, since if anything we could run away from it. But there's a rock, kind of not dead ahead, but ahead of us, like a big one. But apparently there's a navigational light on it, so yeah, once we get closer, it's still like 40 miles away, but when I get closer to that, we'll make sure we don't hit that. All right, that's the update.
Now we are on to round 2 of putting a reef into the sails, all within an hour. For you non-sailors that are watching, a reef is the primary measure to preserve a vessel's stability in strong winds. It is done by reducing the area of the sail. Right now, Jay is reducing the size of our main sail so that we can have a double reefed main as well as a double reefed genoa. On Sitka, when conditions get slightly more sporty than usual, Jay likes to be the only one on deck, dealing with reefing as it can be unstable and dangerous. To eliminate the risks, we are wearing our life vests with tenders to attach to deck lines that are tied across our decks to prevent from any souls from going overboard. I, being in the cockpit and filming, am clipped in as well, as it can be extremely easy to lose your balance on a vessel that is heeling in conditions as such.
Two reefs in the Genoa. We're still going 7-3 right now. It's insane. Can you guys see that? You did? Holy shish kebabs. 7-3 I saw. Are we single or? Oh wow, really? Do you need my help? Jesus.
years ago, I didn't know how to sail. Quite honestly with you, I didn't even know that you could live on boats to begin with. In Alberta, Canada, where I'm from, that sort of lifestyle doesn't exist. So when I told my folks that I was going to be sailing from Canada to Mexico at the age of 23, they didn't have many words for me. Mostly out of concern and the lack of understanding, they were shocked, and as was I. At first, I didn't think I was capable of such an adventure. Sometimes I still don't think so. But it really shows that your mind is really your only limitation in life. If you want or believe in something to such an extent, nothing can stop you. I'm not saying it won't be extremely and dreadfully hard, but it is doable. So this message is to all the dreamers out there. No matter what scares you, no matter what is slowing you down, you can always say yes, if you really and truly want to. So I challenge you to do that thing that you've been dreaming of for all this time. Take that leap and accomplish that goal. Even if it doesn't work out, you still have the courage to do it. That type of bravery will take you places.
Baby dolphins! They're gonna go jump at the bow. Yeah, right there. The wind just eased off a little bit. They're probably gonna go play there. It's not a big paw. Yeah, I just saw one right there. Oh, there's one. Oh yeah, they're at the bow. They're gonna be on the, oh, there's a bunch coming right there. Right in front. I knew. Had a feeling. We haven't seen them much this season. These are the tiny ones. They're cute. You like them, hon?
Yeah.
Takes Kenneth's seasickness away immediately. Look at her little face. All excited. Her friends came to say hi. They're on both sides. They're just playing with Sitka. Nice little friends out here. I got friends in low places. Hannah's looking at me like I need help.
You do.
After an early and very sporty morning of sailing, the sun peeked out and the sea state calmed down around mid-afternoon, but sadly also scared the wind away. So we took this motoring opportunity to do some more fishing, and luckily enough, Warren and Jay got a hit again. Later into the evening, the wind picked up again and gently glided us closer and closer to the mainland, specifically our destination being La Cruz. It was my watch. Warren was having a much needed nap, and Jay was doing some below deck organizing in preparation for dinner time. One tricky thing with cruising longer passages is the garbage that collects over time. Some sailors have different tips and tricks when it comes to the storage of waste on a boat. But for us, we use this fiberglass locker that Jay built himself on the stern of Sitka. We use it to store many items, but primarily to store our propane tanks for our gas stovetop and oven in the galley. We quickly realized it also doubles as a garbage holder for when we do longer passages, which is extremely handy.
Hi guys. What you can't see through the camera is that it's hot as balls in here.
Yeah.
It's really hot. It's really hot. But the window on the leeward side is good, so we got fresh mahi on the menu. You guys saw that from earlier, and it was sleeping, but we got the biggest one of this season.
Are you bragging?
Yeah. It was a big male. He was fighting a lot too. Like that was the biggest fight I've had with a mahi ever actually. It was cool. He's gonna feed us for a long time.
Sounds delicious.
After dinner, it was Warren's watch. His last one of this passage on Sitka, and he was definitely taking it all in. He was so happy, he even was breaking out into a little dance here and there. It made me so happy to be able to give him a journey on the ocean like this again. He was born a sailor, and he will die a sailor. Much like Jay, he will probably figure out how to be a sailor in his next lives too. This message is for the wandering and wild Warren. Wherever you may be watching this, we love you and we thank you for your help and guidance and company on this adventure across the sea.
Coming in this little reef here, well, between two reefs under sail, but there's tons of room, so it's safe. And yeah, that's our line. So I'm basically just following that with the sails. So right now I got to point a little higher, so just get Wilfred. Spin Wilfred a bit tighter, then I can go and give a little yankee on it. That's all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it?
That's it.
That's sailing?
That's sailing. Now look at that, we're like right on our line.
Damn, you're good.
Damn, Daddy. 5.7. 6 now, so that's 6.2. She's on fire.
Alright, I don't know if you guys can see us or not, but we are sailing into our anchorage right now.
Yeah, it's 6.2 knots, sometimes 7. It's pretty good. So it's rare that we get wind this good, like all the way up to the anchorage, which is super nice.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a payback for earlier. Anyways, I think we're gonna let you guys go, because by the time we get in, it's gonna be late and we're tired.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Sailing Sitka. Stick around for more to come. If you enjoyed, please spread the love and let us know. Special thank you to our Patreon members for making these videos possible, as well as helping our dreams come true. See you all next week.